Half a day. This is Mike, manager, Style. It's Friday, November 16th, 2018. Heading out to the University of Guam to meet with Russell and Jade to talk about the winter 2019 program and the summer 2019 program. And since we're driving out here, just wanted to talk about some things. We're getting excited, heading back to Korea in a couple weeks. There's a guy running with the American flag and Guam flag. But we're going to be heading to Korea again December for the month of December. Be back early January. Again, we're going out to meet with Russell and Jade to talk about the summer programs. It's something that we like to do. We do every year. We like to try and get as much information as we can before we go back to Korea. Not only about the upcoming programs, but to plan ahead for the summer, possibly even next winter as well. So we try and meet with the administration, the people that are actually putting together these programs. You know, a lot of them don't necessarily change year to year, but you never know. So that's why we like to actually sit down and meet with them. Basically, we meet with everybody that accepts international students that we're able to work with. So there's some schools that we don't meet with because there's no reason to meet with them. But the good thing about what we do, or why we do what we do when we go out and meet with these people, is, you know, people can just call the school or look up some information on the internet and get pricing and days and times and that kind of information. But, you know, that's just simple information. That information is out there for anybody to go get very easy. But to try and really find out what they do, about their programs, how many kids, all the other stuff, we like to get that information. So that's why we meet with the people and the faculty, especially when we go to the schools. Like next week we're going to go meet with Harvest. Last week we met with St. John's. We've already met with St. Paul. We'll try and meet with some of the other schools before we leave as well to see what they're going to be doing. But for us, we get a better feel and we have a better relationship with all these schools. So that's why we don't care if you call the schools. We don't care if you contact the schools and ask questions and, you know, ask about us, because we feel very comfortable since we've been working with a lot of these people. For example, like today we're meeting with Russell. We've known Russell for probably 5 years now because he used to work at the GVB, which is the Guam Visitor Bureau, and he was actually in the Korean. He was on the Korean marketing team. So we've known Russell before he actually even went back to the University of Guam. So for us, you know, we just want to try and get the most accurate, up-to-date information. And for us, we also don't, you know, a lot of people ask us for our opinions, you know, what about this place, what about this place? We don't like to do that because we're not trying to influence anyone to go to any specific camp or school. We just want to get the best, most accurate information out there and then have you guys make your own decisions, you know, because we don't have any hidden agendas. You know, we don't have specific partnerships with certain schools. We work with basically any school or any camp that will take international students and be able to work with us, you know, because some schools and some camps are limited where they have exclusivity with certain agents or agencies. And again, we're not an agent or agency, we're a consultation company. So we're doing the consultations for you guys to give you guys the information. Again, if you guys have questions, specific questions, throw them on our cafe. Hopefully other members can answer them, or if you have questions about camps or that kind of thing, throw them on the cafe and hopefully we can get them answered. We will be having some meetings in Korea when we get back. They'll be early on in December. We might have some later on in December as well, but we definitely plan on meeting with existing camp schooling moms, past camp schooling moms, that kind of thing. Looking forward to seeing a lot of the people, a lot of new people at these meetings. So, actually, we just turned off the main road on the way to University of Guam. We'll also pass by GCC. You can't see them from the road, but everything is pretty close in Guam. So here's one of the public schools on our left-hand side. There'll be a Wendy's coming up here on the left-hand side. And right now they have a promotion going on. $1 for any size fries. On the way to BOG, you always pass by the Manila market. It's not going on, but they have a Thursday night market. So if you want to go out when you're here to check out a local market, you check out the Manila Thursday night market. A lot smaller than the Chamorro market on Wednesday nights. But at least you can see some local stuff, especially if you're staying out in this area. People sometimes ask how far is University of Guam from like Tumon. I would probably say 20 to 30 minutes depending on traffic and how fast you drive. And I think probably the fastest way, depending on where you are in Tumon, would be drive past Micronesian Wall and come up the hill that way. I don't know the exact name of the roads, but to our left here, that's where the Manila, where you see the church, and right next to the church you see an aircraft gun, and then these kind of covered area. That's where the Manila Thursday night market is. They also have a Dawn Festival, a Pepper Festival. I think it's in September. And that's a weekend thing. So, 2 more stoplights, then that, two or three more stoplights, and that's the turnoff for University of Guam. Also up here, I don't know if a lot of people go there, but it's a high school. It's a Catholic high school. It's Father Duenas. That's past the University of Guam. So right, the next stoplight, that if you turn left, that'll take you to Guam Community College. So at this light, if you take a left, it takes you to Guam Community College. There's a Domino's, Winchell's on your left-hand side. So this next left, that'll take you out to University of Guam. And when we get out there, we'll just take a quick drive around, one loop around campus, kind of show you the buildings and everything like that. Because for people that haven't been here, the University of Guam isn't that big. But they do have several majors, they do have quite a few international students from Asia. They also have English programs, that type of thing. So there's a Papa John's on your left-hand side. There's a Mobile on your right-hand side. There's this kind of tannish building. So after you turn off. It's only like a couple minutes to the campus. And as you can see, there's some apartments around here. Those are mostly for students, student housing. So this is the beginning of the University of Guam campus. We say we'll take a quick run around the outside of the campus. So you have your science building. Humanities and social science building. English and communication. You have your fine arts. Over to your right, you have the agriculture and life science. Eventually, they're going to put an engineering building right here, along with some dorms. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's been talked about. If you go down the hill here towards the ocean, that's where they have a lot of their coral, oceanography stuff down there. Then to the left here is the administration building, one of them. Here's the Business and Public Administration building. And then up here is the School of Education. Straight ahead is the field house. Oh, and then off to the right here, or straight ahead, is the ROTC. And then student dorms. So for the college kids, if they come here for some type of program, they would stay down here at the dorms down to the right. Field house, where they have their summer and winter sports program. They also use the outside facility. So in the back, they have a soccer field, football field, tennis courts.